감사합니다. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nexon Icons Match taking place here in the Seoul World Cup Stadium in Sangam. Shoot for Love, the organisers here, and you're joining me, Peter Bint. Yes, if you joined us yesterday for the event match, hopefully with familiar faces and our voices are reaching you a bit more loud and clear than yesterday. Once again, a brief introduction to myself and Paul, who may be familiar to any Korean viewers, but this is going out on the Shoot for Love Global channel, all in English today for the next 2 hours or so. I'm a British broadcaster working in Korea in broadcasting for the past 15 years, also working as a football YouTuber.
I'm Paul Carver. I've been living in Korea for about 20 years. I'm a K-League expert and watched hundreds of the K-League games. This is the first opportunity to see most of these icons.
Yeah, I mean, we do have Jesse Lingard now in FC Seoul, who call the Seoul World Cup Stadium their home. But this level of legendary players all on one pitch is not a common occurrence here.
It's not. We saw it yesterday. They were, how should we say, taking it easy.
A warm-up.
A warm-up, yes. Hoping to see a bit more action today.
Yeah, so today the match proper. Yesterday we had the 3 challenges, the one-on-one, we had the power shooting challenge and also the free kick shooting challenge. We're now getting into the big matchup between FC Spear and Shield United. You can see on your screen now, heading into the stadium, is the legend of Korean football, Cha Bom-gun.
We did touch on this yesterday, right? Talking about 3 different legends of Korean football. Cha Bom-gun was the first generation.
The grandfather.
Park Ji-sung, second generation.
The father.
Son of Min.
The sons, and hence his name Sonny. Cha Bom-gun, active in the Bundesliga in the late 70s, throughout the 80s, played over 300 games, I believe there, scoring almost 100 goals, the first of the wave of Koreans into Europe. Cha Bom-gun's son also played for Korea in the 2002 World Cup, played for Celtic, Chaduri. He's brought out the big trophy. What a trophy that is for this Nexon Icons match.
Who do you think is going to be taking it home today?
Well, it's defence versus attack, but an 11-a-side game, it's not like playing in one goal or anything. This will answer the time-old question. Who is more important to a football team? Is it defenders? Is it attackers? Both sets of players have been saying they're pretty sure they're going to win today, but FC Spear versus Shield United, the action gets underway in approximately 15 minutes.
The skills, in the skills events yesterday, defence took the advantage, right? 2-1.
That's right.
Do you think they'll carry that on today? Or do you think
We'll have to see.
will come back and restore some pride?
I think they will have their pride hurt. We just heard the Nagaksu, the horn, the battle cry traditionally here in Korea. And now coming out onto the pitch will be a set of warriors, swords versus shields. This is taking place in Seoul, South Korea for multiple reasons. Nexon is the supporter of today's Icons match. Made it possible thanks to their head Park Jong-moo, the Korean Florentino Perez. They run the FIFA Online and FIFA Mobile platforms here in Korea. Massive online games. And Shoot for Love, if you didn't know, Jam started this channel back in 2014, the Korean side of everything. and it was a huge channel here before launching the global channel just 2 years ago, already up to 2.5 million subscribers.
And the performance that's going on the screen at the moment is what happens traditionally before Korean national team games. So every time they have a home game here in Seoul, they always use this band to bring the players out onto the pitch and welcome them onto the pitch. So
fantastic, yeah. So we've got the traditional instruments of Korea, the traditional attire, the old style hanboks with the hats with the feathers poking out and the flags. Today, the slight difference you'll see on the big player flags, we've got the legends there. The captain of the defensive team, Shield United, Rio Ferdinand. The manager, Fabio Cannavaro, a Ballon d'Or winner. And then for FC Spear, we have Didier Drogba as the captain, and the manager, one Thierry Henry.
do you think the players will be feeling nervous in the tunnel? They're not used to playing these days, are they? Do you think that kind of goes away, or do you think they're still...
We've got a wide variety of ages, right? Eden Hazard at the youngest end of the scale,
of the team, isn't he?
just 33. He could easily still be playing professionally, right the way through to Rivaldo, I believe, 2 decades his senior. But the sheer number of legends that are appearing today, I don't think any of these players can help but feel a bit of nerves performing in front of their peers. So we've got a battle ensuing. The shields against the spears. Can the spear penetrate the shield? Can the attack beat the defense? That's what today is all about. With this traditional Korean performance going on the pitch, hopefully it won't get too rough in the actual game.
We don't want to see any blood spilled today, do we?
Absolutely not. Yesterday at the event matches, all done for a good cause, where 100 million won, $75,000 thereabouts, was donated to a Nexon rehabilitation children's hospital. We did see the defenders coming out on top 2 points to 1. To be honest though, the attackers only managed to score 2 goals throughout all those events. It proved very tough getting past Edwin van der Sar and Im Min Hyuk.
Although, to be fair, in the second event, obviously of the 3 events, one favoured the attackers, one clearly favoured the defenders, and the one that was sort of neutral did end up in a tie to begin with and went on to sudden death. So
absolutely. It was closer maybe than we thought.
Yeah.
Today's stream is being brought to you by the Korean channel MBC, hence the subtitles will be in Korean. The commentary, though, on Shoot for Love for the next couple of hours will be all in English. And the unique aspect of this Legends game, this testimonial-like extravaganza, is a team full of defenders against a team full of attackers. I've never seen anything like this before.
And depending on how well it goes tonight, we might not see it again. I think it's going to be very interesting. It really is going to be interesting to see whether the attackers come out on top or the defenders come out on top. And I really don't know what to predict.
Absolutely. A lot of the players in their build-up interviews and signing interviews for this Nexon Icons match on the Shoot for Love global channel will have said and admitted fully that when they do this in training in smaller side games, the defensive team usually comes out on top. But they wanted to stress, the attackers, that they never have an 11-a-sided full game where they pitch off the attackers against the defenders for a full 90 minutes.
I guess that wouldn't really make sense in training, right? Because you'd have to have defenders playing up front. In a charity match like this, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, in training, it wouldn't work.
You wouldn't get too much out of it, right? The match is set to commence in about 10 minutes' time. That's 6 p.m. KST, 10 a.m. in UK Standard Time. Now walking out on the pitch, if you look who's holding the umbrellas, it's Jam and Cam. Oh, Cam looking wonderful in his traditional Korean attire there. The hanbok, as we call it, with his umbrella, which was used in the past to protect the king or any royalty from the sun, the weather, and being recognised. So on one side for FC Spear, we've got the manager Thierry Henry. On the other side, Ballon d'Or winner Fabio Cannavaro. Walking up towards the trophy.
It's got the feeling of a boxing match where they're going to stare each other down and like... Oh no, it's a friendly hug.
The smiles, they've got the trophy, which, my oh my, looks impressive. They are even going to engrave it with the winning team's name right at the end of the match. They're taking this very seriously here at the Seoul World Cup Stadium, which is almost full to capacity just as we approach kickoff. A full capacity would make it just shy of 66,000. What an atmosphere. I mean, the K-League and FC Seoul matches do take place here, but it's very rare to have it sold out for those, right, Paul?
Right. When Seoul play in the K-League, they're averaging about just shade under 30,000. For internationals, it often sells out, but not all the time. But here, got a very good crowd so far. People still trickling in. So I'm hoping the atmosphere is going to be really good tonight.
It does feel very much like this is the main event. Yesterday, a bit of a warm-up. Today, the players will be fighting for the pride of the title. Defenders rule, Shield United, or attackers are the best, FC Spear. Players waiting in the tunnel now. Once again, if there are any audio issues, please do let us know. We are trying to work on those and have improved since yesterday. The feed also has a slight delay to us live here in the stadium, so we're going to try and match it to the images coming out to you on YouTube, on Shoot for Love the channel.
But you might hear the crowd go a bit ballistic before you see anything on the screen.
You may well. We do ask for your understanding.
That referee looks familiar.
The referee has been flown in from Spain. It is Mateo Lahoz, Antonio Mateo Lahoz, who recently retired. Very famous for being in the Champions League and La Liga, for his very talkative style with the players, a bit of flamboyance as well.
You think he's going to flash the cards?
Well, he is famous for that, but as this is a friendly game, hopefully not too much bad blood. There we have the captain of FC Spear, Didier Drogba. Twice a Premier League Golden Boot winner, Chelsea legend, and many Chelsea shirts here in the stadium. Rio Ferdinand, captain of the Shield United team, a Premier League winner 6 times with Manchester United. Thierry Henry, now 47 years old, France, Barcelona, and most importantly from my point of view, Arsenal legend. We've got Yaya Toure, John Arne Riise, Nemanja Vidic for Shield United, Charles Puyol, Andrea Pirlo, Javier Mascherano, Leonardo Bonucci, Clarence Seedorf, and Fabio Cannavaro making an appearance from the kickoff for Shield United. A big surprise.
And from the question on everyone's lips all week has been, with a team full of defenders, who do you stick up front? With a team full of attackers, who do you put in defence?
And we're going to have those questions answered in no time. On the FC Spear side of things, the starting lineup, Kim Byung-ji, a Korean hero goalkeeper from the late 90s and 2000s, Carlos Tevez, Didier Drogba, Dimitar Berbatov, Thierry Henry also playing from the start.
That's
a real
a surprise.
In the interviews, it was not revealed that that would happen. Cam and Jam, as late as Friday, had no idea that was happening. We've also got Marwan Fellaini, Kaká, Rivaldo, Luis Figo, Eden Hazard, and Del Piero, finishing off FC Spear. we have been handed the formations of these two teams as well. But we'll have to see how flexible they are with these formations. For Shield United, Edwin van der Sar starts in goal, obviously, and they've gone for a 3-4-3 formation. Fabio Cannavaro, Vidic and Ferdinand at the back. Puyol on the right, Mascherano on the left, Pirlo and Bonucci in the centre, Risset on the right, an inverted winger it looks like, Yaya on the left, and Clarence Seedorf up top. On your screens right now, you're seeing Korea's Florentino Perez, the guy who made this happen. Nexon head, Park Jong-moo. He's coming out for the coin toss between the two teams. And in the background, we see Antonio Mateo Lahoz in charge today. Thanking the fans for coming here. Park Jong-moo, the head of Nexon, dubbed by Cam and Jam as the Florentino Perez of Korea, made the calls to Rio and Didier and got them to play. We can see just how fervent Korean fans are with their support for foreign teams. Thanks to Cha Bom-gun first, the grandfather of Korean football abroad in the 70s and 80s. Then Park Ji-sung in the mid-2000s going to PSV and then Manchester United. We have had a long history of supporting teams abroad. For the fans here, this is a wonderful, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see some of the legends in action.
Rio, are you ready? Yeah. Hey, Didier, are you ready? Are you ready?
Cheers roaring out for both sides.
준비되셨나요? 준비되셨나요?
You're watching the Nexon Icons match organised by Shoot for Love. If you've seen the build-up videos, Cam and Jam travelling the globe to secure the signatures of these legends. The giant coin toss now from Park Jong-moo, the man who made this match possible. Rio and Didier Drogba face off. Rio accusing attackers of being lazy, and he's won the coin toss. Didier saying defenders are there to carry the water, attackers are there to drink the water. Make sure you watch all the content on Shoot for Love. What a lineup. Moving on to the Spear, FC Spear formation we've been given. 4-3-3, Kim Byung-ji in goal, Carlos Tevez right back, Thierry Henry left back, Didier Drogba, Dimitar Berbatov at the back, Fellaini in the centre, Kaká and Rivaldo, Figo, Hazard and Del Piero up front. We've got the formations coming out on screen as we speak, so there we have it, the back four. Dimitar Berbatov revealed on Shoot for Love that he used to play as a centre-back during training in his Manchester United days to get an insight into defenders. Rio said that that was not the case, he just didn't want to face off against him and Vidic.
The thing to note today is it's rolling sub, so we assume they're going to be frequent. So these guys are not so young anymore, so we assume they're going to play 10-15 minutes of time, then go off for a break and then come back on later. So
absolutely
not certain what combinations will be played throughout the game.
An unbelievable bench as well there. You have the likes of Andrei Shevchenko, Ballon d'Or winner, Park Ji-sung, World Cup hero from 2002, Lee Chun-soo, Michael Owen, An Jung-hwan, Diego Forlan and Kim Yong-dae in goal. Now we see the Shield United formation in the style of FC Online cards being opened. Edwin van der Sar in goal. We've got three at the back with Cannavaro, Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. Bringing back the band for the first time, Rio was saying, since they played for Manchester United. And they've gone for four in the middle with Charles Puyol on the right, Bonucci and Pirlo in the middle, that Italian connection, and then Mascherano on the left. Yaya playing left wing. Seedorf up front, who scored over 100 career goals, right?
Yeah.
And then Yonan Arise with that left foot playing on the right. Again, an impressive
Some
bench.
shot on him as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, let's see if he's still got that in his locker. On the substitutes bench for FC Spear, it's Ricardo Carvalho, Park Joo-ho, another Korean legend, Adi, who used to play here, his home team FC Seoul, a Brazilian left back / centre back, Lee Young-pyo from the 2002 World Cup team, and Im Min-hyuk, a relatively unknown reserve goalkeeper here in Korea who made waves for his emotional, heartfelt farewell message on Instagram.
So after seeing the lineups and the formations, it's time to put your money on one side. Who are you going for?
It's just so tough to call, but I'm going to go with the defenders. Shield United. If you're hard to break down, what do they say? Defenders win you trophies. This is epic for the Korean players as well, getting to play in a Legends match like this together. And the big surprise, Thierry Henry and Fabio Cannavaro starting the match for both teams. We're getting underway in just a few seconds' time. The fireworks have kicked us off here in Seoul. So we've got Shield United playing in white, the team of defenders headed up by Jam as the team manager, the official manager Cannavaro playing at the back, and the team in black, FC Spear, headed up by Thierry Henry as manager, team manager Cam, and they're playing for more than pride today. It's for their profession, doing the attackers proud throughout the generations, or the defenders. Berbatov at the back, Toure putting on some pressure to his Ivorian Coast teammate, Fellaini as well, building up down the left. Oh, Thierry's doing some kick-ups with a nice pass to the centre. A bit of showboating may well happen today.
Looks like they're taking a couple of minutes just to get used to the ground and get back into the swing of things.
Of course, some of these players don't often play in their friendlies. Seedorf, Risa is playing on the left. Pirlo with a beautiful pass through to Puyol. Puyol on the right. He did play as a right back, but Thierry Henry as a left back. What a tackle! Who said attackers cannot tackle? Got slow build-up play. Thierry Henry on the left. That combination with him and Eden Hazard, that's what the team defending Shield United will be most worried about, I feel.
With Hazard being the youngest player on the pitch and only recently retired, that is a huge advantage surely to Spear.
During the earlier this year charity match, the Match for Hope in Qatar, which Cam and Jam from Shoot for Love played in, he was head and shoulders above many of the other legends. So we got the teams building up slowly. It's tense in the stadium. Everyone's on the edge of their seats just looking at all these legends, quite frankly. Cannot believe it. Kaká on the ball, one of 4 Ballon d'Or winners for FC Spear. Tevez in defence seems like a good idea. His tenacious nature. 2 minutes gone here in Seoul. Thierry Henry taking on Puyol. Former teammates at FC Barcelona. Cannavaro with a little push.
Manager to manager.
And we've got to remember, we're lucky to have Thierry Henry here as manager. He was managing the French Olympic team on their way to the gold medal match just a few months ago, looking to break out. But the attackers at the moment having all the ball. Is this a sign of things to come today? Is this going to be a long night for Shield United? Oh, the attackers have won possession high up, but no, there's a counter. FC Spear out to Eden Hazard on the left wing, cutting in. one of the best dribblers the Premier League has ever seen. Rivaldo, today's elder statesman at the age of 53, but that left foot he had during the 2002 World Cup, scoring against England, helping knock us out. Thierry Henry on the left, saying sorry to those waiting in the middle. Who's going to grab the glory? Looks like Eden Hazard to Rivaldo, playing as one of two number 10s, it looks like, in this FC Spear team, alongside Kaká, a Brazilian duo. Thierry's got the ball. He's faking that he's out of gas, and now he's making a run for it, but
now he's out of
Shields
position.
United, it looks like Mascherano on the ball. Plays a long pass out to Yonana Riise on the left in acres of space. We've got Clarence Seedorf making a run down the left. He's got the ball. Number 10 today. You will see several players with the same number. They were allowed to choose their favourite numbers. Ooh, good defending from Tevez and Figo. I don't know if we saw that too much in their careers.
I think in the first attack there, what we saw is that the Spear defensive line are not used to playing together as a unit. So when one of them was looking to play offside and the others had already dropped back, so it didn't quite work out. And I think that's one thing they're going to have to be careful of.
It's going to be very tough. Vidic is making a run forward. Pirlo, the pass master, with a great ball forward, but he couldn't get there, unfortunately. Vidic running up from the back. We didn't see him make that run too often in his Manchester United days. Kim Byung-ji collecting the ball. Once again, a Korean legend, record appearance holder in the K-League. Thierry Henry's on the ball, taking things nice and slow. He knows to conserve energy. It's gone. Yaya Touré's picked up the ball. He spread it out wide to Yonana Riise. It's a big banner for him here in the stadium. Lots of Liverpool fans in Korea. Pirlo on the ball. Lovely cut through to Yaya Touré. Back out to Yonana Riise. Shield United have got a foothold in this game now. Pirlo. He's quite far out. He's put the ball through, but Puyol, it was just a bit too far.
Slightly overhit that and it's gone out for a goal kick, but the attempt was good. The vision was there.
Absolutely. Andrea Pirlo looks like he's not lost any of that vision. Thierry showboating from the very beginning. A few keepy-uppies and a lovely pass. I'm sure all of the players want to put on a show for the fans here in Seoul, South Korea. Rivaldo on the ball with his magical left foot. Prods it through to Del Piero. Just saying these names is sending shivers down my spine. Hazard, Rivaldo. Long ball out to Carlos Tevez, playing it right back. So this is really the interesting thing to see. The players playing out of position, the defenders in attack, the attackers in defence. Luis Figo, number 7 for the day. Not great memories from South Korea. Portugal getting knocked out by them in 2002. Good build up down the left for Shield United. Yonana Riise pokes it through to Clarence Seedorf. Oh, he's taking on Carlos Tevez there. He looks to be in top shape. Clarence Seedorf passing it through to Rio. Ferdinand back to Pirlo. Puyol crying out for it on the right. Or is that Vidic? So he made a run up there. Is it Bonucci? Well, we got Touré picking up the ball. But Berbatov is proving he was not messing around when he said he played in defence a lot. They're taking this seriously, both teams. Drogba also playing at centre-back today alongside Berbatov. The winner yesterday of the power shooting challenge, he got 7 boards broken. Thierry Henry spreading the play out to Carlos Tevez. Unbelievable that Thierry is playing today. He was not down on the list earlier. Fellaini, who's only recently retired, up to Rivaldo, back to Fellaini. An aerial nuisance in the Premier League across his years. Got Berbatov, I believe. Back through to Kaká, Ballon d'Or winner.
Ooh.
He's nearly poked it through to Thierry, who looks to be saving his energy for a run or two a little later on today. Didier Drogba clears it out for a throw. They might all appreciate a little breather.
Now, Thierry Henry was down on the team sheet as playing left back, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of neglecting that a little bit.
And as manager, he can do what he wants. They're breaking down the left-hand side. Jordan Reese is seeing a lot of the ball. Drogba diligently tracking back and blocking. It's gone out for a throw. Once again in the black, it's FC Spear. In the white, Shield United. Coming up to 9 minutes. No real goal mouth action to speak of. Mascherano, a sweeping ball across towards the right, but Kim Byung-ji picks it up. This goalkeeper chosen for FC Spear due to his dribbling abilities, or at least ambitions. It's dropped from the career team after an infamous dribble in a friendly match up to the halfway line when Gus Hiddink was not impressed. Promptly dropped. Tevez at right back. Flicks it through to Figo. Figo picks up the ball, passes it down to Carlos Tevez on the right. Coming up against his Manchester United former teammate Nemanja Vidic. He's left it for Rivaldo, who cuts in. Oh,
penalty
it's a
ref.
slide tackle. La Hoz is waving away the appeals there. Rivaldo went over. Jam is horrified by that decision. Kim Byung-ji comes out, clears it out for a throw. A Shield United press down the other end.
That was probably the first decent chance we've seen, right?
Absolutely. Maybe should have pulled the trigger earlier. Had a pass on outside in Rivaldo. Pirlo's picked up the ball now on the edge for Shield United. Yaya Toure out to Puyol. Puyol's brought it back to Yaya. Yaya Toure to Pirlo. Into Yaya. Berbatov with another clearance. Reset!
Ooh.
He's hit it wide there, but Puyol's going to pick it up in the corner. He's got a bit of time. You can tell he's keen to win today. Pirlo lumps it in the box. There's a bit of pressure there. Drogba. Oh no, it's Thierry Henry playing as left back, and he's breaking. Is this where he uses the energy? It looks like a 6-on-1, 6-on-3 situation.
Oh dear, that was a poor pass by his standards.
The final ball was lacking. A wry smile from Thierry Henry.
So
We've
it
got
looks like both
Seedorf.
teams have warmed up now and they're really getting into it.
They are. Who's going to get the first goal? Pirlo. Back towards Seedorf, who's got to the ball. Put it in, and Kim Byung-ji's claimed the cross. We've got to remember, guys, this is a Legends match. Many of the players retired for a decade or more.
Players
Some
in
of
their
them
late 40s and 50s.
Absolutely. Just being on that pitch is impressive. Figo. Back to Kaká. Kaká across to Rivaldo on his left foot. Thierry Henry overlapping. The defensive organisation is there from Shield. You can see that. Del Piero pokes it through. There's too many bodies down there. That's going to be hard to get through. Yaya Toure on the ball now. Passing it out to Seedorf, number 10, playing on the left at the moment, but on the formation list as the nominative number 9. Rio pushed up into midfield.
They're both playing very fairly fluid formations, aren't they? A lot of chopping and changing.
It does seem that way. At the moment, 5 at the back from FC Spear. Shield have broken through. It's Mascherano. Mascherano has put it through to Seedorf. Seedorf has through on goal. He's put it through to Yaya. Yaya Toure has scored! Yaya, can I have your shirt? The sign reads in the crowd. 1-0 to Shield. The defenders have the upper hand.
Again.
Do they now play the rest of these 80 minutes parking the bus?
If this is a competitive match, you might say so, but I'm sure for the sake of the crowd, they're going to keep having fun. And
I'm sure. Great goal there, great breakaway. Unselfish from Seedorf, passing through to Yaya Toure. A brilliant touch from Clarence Seedorf. Kim Byung-ji could do nothing about that, and Yaya slots it home. We've got the defensive team taking the upper hand in the 13th minute here in Seoul, South Korea. It's 6:15 here, Seoul time. In the UK, that's 10:15. It's the Nexon Icons Match, organised by Shoot for Love. Do apologise for the stadium noise. The stream is about 5 to 10 seconds behind that, the images, hence you might hear the cheers before our commentary in your pictures. Got Mascherano on the ball now for Shield United. They'll want to consolidate that lead. But for the defenders, this is the dream start. Getting the first goal means they don't have to come out, maybe which they're a bit more uncomfortable with. Van der Sar, I don't think he's touched the ball.
I don't think he has either. Also, Rio Ferdinand, we haven't mentioned him yet either.
No. It looks like Shield are breaking away again. Seedorf with a first-time pass. Perfect for John Anarise.
Kept that in well, didn't he?
He's going for goal, is he? No, he's been tackled there by Didier Drogba.
Vital interception there by Drogba.
John Anarise seeing a lot of the ball. It seems like Shield United using the left side of the pitch. And also FC Spear with Thierry Henry down there with Eden Hazard. FC Spear looking to break for an attack. There's Kaká on the ball, a through ball that just got cut out by Seedorf, who's doing a lot of work up and down that pitch.
Spear will be looking to get themselves on the board as soon as possible, right? They won't want to go 2 down for sure.
Absolutely not. Didier Drogba, though, proving his worth in defence alongside Dimitar Berbatov. Really, really good so far. Eden Hazard used his shoulder to clip it over, but it's been cut out by Vidic. Out to John Anarise, who's having to run a lot down this left wing. Didier Drogba also having to block a lot. It's been put through. Mascherano covered by Fellaini there. All the defenders come out on top like yesterday in the event challenge matches. It's a corner kick. Set pieces. This will be interesting to see. They've had the chance to work on anything. Short corner from John Anarise to Clarence Seedorf. Andrea Pirlo's got the ball on the edge of the box. Pass through to Seedorf, who's lost it there. Kaká has picked it up.
That's one of the things I've noticed. If the passes aren't pinpoint, the players aren't quite willing to stretch too much or make that extra effort to collect them, are they?
They've got to conserve their energy, I suppose.
You need a pass master like Pirlo in your team to control things.
Kaká, he's passed it through to Thierry Henry, who was about 4 miles offside then. Thanks for joining us here for the Nexon's Icon Match. A capacity crowd, it looks like now. This is 67,000 people in the Seoul Sangam Stadium. The pictures are being brought to you by the Korean TV channel MBC. We're live in the stadium. Myself, Peter Bint, and Paul Carver next to me, broadcasters in Korea. Torre picking it up on the right-hand side. Puyol timing his run, holding his run. He went, he stopped, and the timing, the teamwork, it might be lacking. Torre also from Barcelona, so they would have played with each other for a fair amount of time. Puyol asking, watch my run. Yaya saying, calm down, it's just a friendly. But it seems like some of these players really taking this seriously, and that's wonderful to see for us fans. Got Rivaldo now operating on right wing for FC Spear, the attacking team. Jam is the team manager. Kaká's put it through to Luis Figo on the right. Luis Figo, he skipped past one challenge. Oh, and it's out for a goal kick. Taking it down there. One of the 4 Ballon d'Or winners for FC Spear. Stepped over. Tippy toes past Vidic, who lunged in there and almost got the better of Leonardo Bonucci. A thumbs up from Ricardo Carvalho on the bench to his defensive teammates. They're playing it short in their own box here. A bit of tiki-taka from these days wouldn't look out of place.
Possibly the first time some of them have played out from the back like that, right? It's a fairly new innovation in football.
Absolutely. Perlo with a pass through to Sadov, cut out by Carlos Tevez. Tevez playing right back nominally for FC Spear. Figo with some great touches on the ball there. Rivaldo with his left foot cuts back. Luis Figo's got the ball on the right, passes it out to Tevez. Carlos Tevez, incredibly popular here in South Korea for being a very good friend of Park Ji-sung, the Manchester United legend, an assistant manager today for FC Spear. It's gone back to Van der Sar, playing it out from the back, nice and short. I forgot, was that Rio Ferdinand or Vidic? But Drogba's chested it down. It seems Berbatov and Drogba really look in tip-top shape. Maybe they're saving themselves for the second half, and a bit of a switch in positions. Figo's clipped it over. Del Piero's got the ball on the edge of the box, but he's surrounded by many defenders. Thierry Henry. Oh, what a challenge in the box there from Carlos Puyol. Described as a dog of a defender by some of FC Spear in the build-up video. Slid in there. Del Piero had his studs up as well. A shake of the hand afterwards. It's 1-0 to Shield United. Defenders with the upper hand. We've got Seydorf breaking away. He's gone long, and it's gone in.
He's lobbed the keeper from
Kim
30
Byung-ji
yards.
has left the ball there quite inexplicably, and Clarence Seydorf has scored from almost the halfway line. Park Ji-sung cannot believe it. Jam is at a loss of what to do. Maybe Kim Byung-ji was too busy getting players to autograph his jersey.
Well, as I mentioned yesterday, he had a car accident where he damaged his back, so he probably doesn't want to be stretching too much these days.
I think he's misjudged it there, though, a little bit. Look, he's followed it all the way. He's there, and then he's just avoided
so
it.
He thought it was going to go over the top, and then it
He didn't want to
just
give
under
away
the
a
crossbar.
corner. But what a shot from Clarence Seydorf. It's 2-0 Shield United. Defenders ruling. Well, they do have a backup goalkeeper who was his backup in the Korea national team, Kim Yong-dae, also known as Kim Yong-sa.
Yongdazar.
Yongdazar,
After
the Van der Sar of Korea.
Yeah.
He was in the 2002 World Cup squad. Did not appear as first choice Lee Won-jae. Won all the plaudits. Once again, you're tuned into the Nexon's Icons Match, organised by Shoot for Love, made possible by the Nexon head honcho, Park Jong-moo. This is the English commentary for Shoot for Love. The pictures being brought by the Korean TV station MBC. Some brilliant passing triangles between Seydorf, Chure and Mascherano. Clarence Seydorf looks to be the lightest on his feet so far.
Twinkle toes. But Spear definitely needs to get the next game right. If you feel if Shield get a third, that'll be game over, no?
Could be all over. Is this the debate put to bed? Do you need defenders more than you need attackers? Eden Hazard on the ball there. Drogba's come up a bit. Kaká on the left wing there. He's got Didier Drogba behind him. Thierry Henry. The names are unbelievable in this FC Spear versus Shield United match taking place in Seoul, South Korea. Rivaldo with his left foot. He's clipped it through. Thierry's coming back. Puyol, another slide. He's not scared of getting his shorts dirty. Yaya Toure. He's put it through to John Arnarise, who's timed his run perfectly. Put it through to Bonucci. who's just short in getting it back to either Mascherano or John Onorise, and Fellaini clears up at the back. Got Nemanja Vidic up to Yaya Toure. It does look like the organisational skills of the defending team, Shield United, are a notch above FC Spear, who are very fluid with their formation.
You get the feeling that attackers will always struggle to stay back in defensive positions, right? They always tend to drift
the ball's
forward.
been kicked out. There is a substitution. That's Ricardo Carvalho's number, I believe. Number 2, Rio Ferdinand coming off. I hope it's not an injury. We haven't seen too much of him. He is the captain of Shield United. 23 minutes gone. Chelsea legend Ricardo Carvalho brought in, heralded in Chelsea's glory days with his coach Jose Mourinho. Looks like they're sticking to maybe 3 at the back. I hope Rio Ferdinand is not hurt. He'll want to play more today, surely.
Yeah, I would have thought Cannavaro would have been the first to go off.
Yeah, but they haven't had too much to do, to be honest. Shield United at the back. Didier Drogba's come up a bit. Javier Mascherano chomping at his ankles. Del Piero now playing on the right wing, it seems. Carlos Tevez, right back. Long ball across the field to Thierry Henry. Playing nominally as left back. Back to Dimitar Berbatov. Silky skills. Up to Kaká. He's got a bit of running in him. But the defensive team have come back into a back 5 there. Van der Sar behind them, who proved yesterday he's still got the saves in his locker.
Still leaping like a cat, wasn't he?
Absolutely unbeatable yesterday. Got Del Piero. Luis Figo. Does seem like FC Spear need a goal. They've put it out to the left side. Kaká's got the ball. Puyol's in front of him. Looks like Kaká's going to take him on. He looks the same as when he was playing for Milan. Clips it in. And a great header there from Riise. Rivaldo's going long, but he couldn't wrap his foot around it, unfortunately.
That's the first time we've seen someone get the better of Puyol tonight, right? He's controlled everything so far, but Kaká skipped past him like he wasn't even there.
Absolutely. Kaká rolling back the years. His iconic number 22 number. Left foot cross. And Rivaldo, if only he could wrap it round. So it's 2-0 to Shield United. Unlike your average friendly or Legends game, there's a bit more at stake here. Defenders versus attackers. Who comes out on top? I'm sure they're not just going to play for a draw, thanks to that being on the line. All the trash talking we've seen in the Shoot for Love videos.
It's clearly important to each side to win, so I'm sure Spear
Yaya Toure has broken away on the right-hand side. Come back to Mascherano. Mascherano into Carvalho, who's taken up a position really high. And Mascherano, saved by Kim Byung-ji.
Well, that save makes up for the mistake earlier.
Indeed. John Onorise tackling him, wrestling him to the ground. Kim
It's not
Byung-ji.
rugby, pal, it's not rugby.
Another little dribble outside his box from Kim Byung-ji. We've got Luis Figo passing it into Rivaldo. Imagine if these legends were in their heyday. What a team this would be. Another substitution now. Andrei Shevchenko, another Ballon d'Or winner, coming on for Alessandro Del Piero. .27 minutes gone here in the Nexon Icons Match, brought to you by the gaming company Nexon, who run the FC Online and FC Mobile games here in this territory. Shoot for Love have organised it. Thierry Henry's on the left-hand side, passing it back. There's some really diligent defending. Rivaldo's gone for a shot there. Wasn't bad. Thierry Henry was following it in. You can tell that FC Spear have their pride wounded. They want to get the next goal.
They need to get the next goal.
Absolutely. We saw yesterday in the fan voting that everyone assumed FC Spear would win all the challenges. And I'm assuming the romantic football fan would assume that today as well. But it's not going their way. Shield United very much in control. Rivaldo, number 11, on the ball. We've got Shevchenko, passes it out. Eden Hazard, Ricardo Kaká, appeals for handball. Lahoz having none of it. And now Shield breakaway. Again, Mascherano on the right-hand side. They're breaking in numbers.
Reese is clear on the left.
Risa with a first-time hit there on the half volley. It's been cleared out. Mascherano's reclaimed the ball. Is it offside? No.
No.
It's been chased down there by Fellaini. Headed back by Rivaldo, doing his defensive duties. It's so interesting to see the attackers having to defend so much. Eden Hazard's on the ball. It's Puyol tracking him back. Cannavaro there. Up against Shevchenko. A lineup you must have seen in Serie A in his heyday. Kaká's on the ball as well. They must have been on opposing teams many times as well. Rivaldo. Left foot. Out to Thierry Henry. He's just looking for that opening you can see. Shevchenko.
Just a solid white ball in front of them whenever they go forward, isn't there?
That's right. The wall, Nemanja Vidic, two-time Premier League player of the season. And Mascherano has pickpocketed Berbatov, who has given up.
Is that Fellaini struggling
Fellaini's
to get
there.
back?
Oh, it's
no.
broken now for Bonucci. Bonucci to Mascherano to Kim
Another outstanding
Byung-ji.
save by Kim Byung-ji.
Catches it with two hands. Mascherano's fallen on the floor. Kim Byung-ji
Now
wants to dribble.
Looks like he's going on a massive dribble again.
He's claiming his place on FC Spear as an attacking goalkeeper. Broken out for Didier Drogba. He's miscontrolled the pass, but he's still in acres of space. Puts it across. It's cleared there. First corner for FC Spear. Got another substitution coming up. Adilson. Looks like Yaya Toure might have got injured, making a run. So Adilson. Addy's coming on. Rivaldo's on the ball, number 11. Kicks out to the back, Fellaini, but another good defensive header and another corner. FC Spear just can't break past. We've got Thierry Henry. Ooh, it's blocked by Cannavaro. Building up some play again, ahead of steam. Luis Figo, pirouettes on the edge of the box. Eden Hazard, who's drifted out to the right. Didier Drogba. Another towering header from Shield United. This is not proving easy, breaking down this defence with all this experience. Puyol with another headed clearance. Out goes Yaya Toure. In goes Adilson. Maybe unfamiliar to some of our global viewers. Paul, could you introduce him?
He is a legend in the K-League, played for FC Seoul for 100 or so games, including scoring some very important goals.
He's breaking away now here with Shevchenko, also known as Addy. He's asking for instructions on where he's going to play. Was a left back and centre back. Eon Pyo is in charge, Korean legend from 2002, played for PSV, Tottenham Hotspurs and AS Roma. Because Fabio Cannavaro is on the pitch. Addy has broken through the lines. Come back to Clarence Seedorf. I think FC Spear may have a chance later in the game when defenders are a little bit tired. There's a little bit less defensive organisation. But a great pass there from Vidic, I believe, to Addy. Out to John Arne Riise, finding so much joy on the left-hand side. Great touch there. It's broken for Carlos Puyol. Back to Seedorf. Back to Puyol, who's got Fellaini in front of him. Seedorf on the ball again. Pirlo. They're in no rush. They're 2-0 up. 33 minutes gone in the first half. Bonucci. Addy. John Arnarise. He's going to go for this. He just didn't get his in his crosshairs.
You get the feeling he'll get his aim on target once, eventually, right?
Surely.
He scored some lovely goals for Liverpool back in the day.
Absolutely. Young Pure on the touchline, making sure everyone's okay for Shields United. Team of defenders 2-0 up against the team of attackers, FC Spear, led by Thierry Henry, who started the game surprisingly. Kaká with a cross, just seen out of play there by Ricardo Carvalho. Luis Figo, legend of Real Madrid, crossed that Barca divide controversially. Mascherano passes it out. Figo's intercepted it. Didier Drogba's gone way up the field now, leaving his defensive duties behind. Addy's on the ball. Passes out to John Arnarise, who's gone for a long crossfield ball, but Fellaini's there. It's going to be hard to pop it over his head. Seems like Fellaini's taken the place of Berbatov at the back. Or, no, it's Berbatov and Fellaini with Drogba in midfield.
Effectively playing as a sweeper there, wasn't he?
It seems that way. And it's out of play again. They're just 2 yards too long with their balls at the moment, FC Spear.
I think they need to adjust their passing for having lost that yard of pace that they would have had back in the day. Not quite taking that into account.
Adjusting to that must be tough. You're joining us for the Nexon Icons Match. Legends of the game. No current players allowed. Hence no Messi, no Cristiano Ronaldo. Eden Hazard is the youngest player playing today. A great cutout from Berbatov. Drogba's on the ball, passing it through to Carlos Tevez. On the right wing now. And Van der Sar has punched it out. Pirlo, Bonucci, Addy. They're a cut above in terms of their team play, it seems. Shields United. Clarence Seedorf on the ball now. Passing it through, but Addy just can't get there. Fellaini is there. He had a stint out in China, so familiar with this part of the world, East Asia.
He's another one that only just retired a few months ago.
Still got the knack of it, maybe. We're looking to see more from Eden Hazard, who does seem to be operating more centrally. We got Kaká with that trademark stride of his when he's running. Figo, Thierry Henry, just couldn't control the ball on the edge there. We got Pirlo on the ball. Calm as a cucumber. Puyol back to Edwin van der Sar. Van der Sar, is he still going to go short? Yes, he is. Charles Puyol. We've got Mascherano on the ball now. And Fellaini is proving an important barrier for that last ball. Figo's now picked it up in to the centre there. Looks like Tevez is pushed up. Addy. Seedorf. Bonucci. Addy. Seedorf. Risa. They're stringing together many more passes, Shields United. And a lot of the defenders were saying in their interview videos that defenders play as a team. But now FC Spear can break. Eden Hazard on the ball. He's got Kaká outside of him. Kaká gets to it, but there's no one in the middle for FC Spear. Goal kick in corner. Lahoz points to the corner. Puyol is not happy. The ball's on the edge of the box with Thierry Henry. Didier Drogba. He's crossed it in there. Thierry Henry, what control!
Oh.
And he's fallen in the box under a challenge. It's just gone wide. 4-time Premier League top goal scorer. Quite surprisingly, not a Ballon d'Or winner, unfortunately. Very popular here in South Korea for appearing on a variety show, Infinite Challenge. Tackled there by Ricardo Carvalho. They had some battles in the Arsenal-Chelsea days. Mourinho and Wenger not seeing eye to eye. Perlo. Got Seedorf, I believe, operating on the right. He's popping up all over the place.
Be interesting to see their stats about how much running they've all done compared to what an average pro player does nowadays.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be up there with the pros. I think that's the reason they're not wearing any trackers today deliberately. We've got Nemanja Vidic. Sad that we couldn't see him more with Rio Ferdinand, that partnership that dominated the Premier League for years. Addy, back out to Risa. It's going to be interesting to see how both teams use their line of substitutes. Got Perlo on the ball again. It's cool and in control. Addy under pressure here from Luis Figo. Turns away from him. Luis Figo, who must have retired about a decade and a half ago now, still has the fancy footwork. You see Jan there, looking like he doesn't know what's going on. We've got Mascherano putting it out to Perlo. Perlo, Kim Byung-ji has saved it there. Carvalho. Kim Byung-ji's gone on his mazy run to the halfway line. That's why he's playing for FC Speyer. Some of you calling for Park Ji-sung. Well, he's not played even any friendlies for years now. His knees, unfortunately, just can't take it. It would be an extreme surprise, especially for the Korean fans here, if he puts on his boots to play.
Might get a 30-second cameo at some point, I think. But
even that might bring some fans to tears here. The status he holds as the father of football abroad for Korean footballers from his Man U and PSV days, and briefly at QPR as well, it's undeniable. Shield United, they've got their 2-goal lead. They're in no rush, and they're in control. It's 2-0.
I think the crowd should be doing olays right now.
FC Speyer. The attacker's pride is at stake here. Shevchenko's taken it well. Henry to Kaká. First time pass. Kaká with 2 or 3 defenders in front of him. It's proving very hard to pierce this defence.
I think that's the big difference for me is every time Spear attack, you've got 4 or 5 white shirts they've got to get past.
Yep.
But when Shield will go on the break, it's often been 1-on-1 or 1-on-2, hasn't it? So
you can see the personalities of these two teams. Drogba having a pot shot.
The defensive coordination isn't there for Spear. I think that's probably something they have to talk about at half-time and figure out how they're going to approach the second half.
I'm sure Thierry will have some things to say. Didier Drogba with a pot shot there. 46 years old now. Legend of the Premier League. Ivory Coast as well.
At this stage, with 3 minutes before half-time, I suspect Spear will be happy just to get in at 2-0 without giving up any more goals, and then try and regroup over the half-time break.
Fellaini with a long shot. Van der Sar's got that one covered. Oh, he's fallen over while throwing it there, Edwin. And he's got the ball on the left wing. And like you said, where are FC Spear's defenders? It's just 3 at the back. It's a 4-on-3 situation. Seedorf. And Thierry Henry comes back. Shepherds the ball back to Kim Byung-ji, and Mascherano ruining a missed opportunity. It really is comprehensive so far. the defenders are edging it by a long way.
How can you edge it by a long way?
It's a long edge.
Sounds like
Kaká!
sounds like an ultra problem. A trig problem.
Oh, they've picked up the ball. Shevchenko, but there again, a sea of white shirts. But this is the dream. This is Championship Manager. This is FC Online. You pick all the legends in your team, attacking talent or all the defending talent, and see what happens. And that's what's unfolding in front of our very eyes. John Arnarise on the left again. Putting it over the head of Fellaini, or at least that was the aim, but that's a tall player to get over. Thierry Henry. Up to Luis Figo, calling for people to be closer, it seems. Eden Hazard. We're expecting more from him. Thierry Henry did say the plan for FC Spear, give it to Eden. 33 years old, only just retired recently. Kaká. Rivaldo. Got Didier Drogba. Rivaldo. Back to Thierry. Thierry Henry. Spots.
What pass to play?
There's a lot of players in the box now for FC Spear, the team of attackers. Jam. He'll be wanting his team to score before half-time. Carlos Tevez. Back to Luis Figo. Didier Drogba popping up on the left wing. Trying to cross it, but Puyol is really doggedly defending today. And that's it, half-time. Here at the Nexon Icons Match in the Seoul World Cup Stadium in South Korea. Shield United taking the lead through Yaya Toure in the 13th minute, and then doubling that with Clarence Seedorf. The team of attackers look a little bit crestfallen as they leave the pitch.
The defenders definitely have their tails up in the air, going ahead at 2-0 at half-time.
You can see Puyol taking this seriously, having words with his former Barcelona teammate, Javier Mascherano.
What do the attackers need to do to turn it around in the second half?
I really don't know.
Is there any way back from here?
Well, fatigue is going to come into this, right? The pitch, it looks big today. This is all-time low, the American pop band, pop rock, quite famous here in Korea for being on the soundtrack to a lot of FC Online and FC Mobile games. They're going to be performing 3 tracks for the halftime show. In front of the crowd here in Korea, tens of thousands. Looks like a capacity crowd of about 66,000 here at Sangam. This one
자, 잠시 후 후반전이 시작될 예정입니다.
후반에도 많은 박수와 삼카운트와 깃발을 힘내면서 양팀 선수들이 이루어주시기 바랍니다. 고맙습니다.
You're joining us for the Nexon Icons Match here in Seoul, South Korea at the World Cup Stadium in Sangam, being organised by Shoot for Love and bankrolled by Korea's very own Florentino Perez, Park Jong-moo. I'm one of your hosts and commentators for today's match, Peter Bint.
And I'm co-commentator Paul Carver. We've both been living in Korea for a long time. I know some people are wondering why the game is being held in Korea.
Yep, there's many reasons. Shoot for Love itself, you're watching on the global channel, but the Korean side of things started 10 years ago. Jam, one of the founding members, doing some challenge shots and penalty kicks to raise money and try and bring hope to children who are sick and ill through various charity drives. And yesterday's event match showed the winning team, which was Shield United, give 100 million won to a Nexon Children's Rehabilitation Hospital. That journey took Shoot for Love and Jam to their global channel founding just 2 years ago. 2.5 million subscribers, thousands of you watching right now. And this Icons match has brought some of the biggest names from football over the past 2 decades plus. Many of these players featured in the 2002 World Cup here in Korea, in fact. And we are currently at half-time, 2-0 to Shield United, the team full of defenders, with goals from Yaya Toure and Clarence Seedorf. And you may say, well, they weren't defenders. Midfielders were the debatable issue, and Cam and Jam and the managers Thierry Henry and Fabio Cannavaro fought tooth and nail to get their pick of midfielders. So for the Shield team, yes, we have Clarence Seedorf, Nemanja Vidic, Javier Mascherano, who may be seen as midfielders, and even the Korean legend from 2002, Kim Nam-il. And then on the attacking team, the midfielders consist of Fellaini, Kaka. You've also got some less familiar names for our global audience, like Lee Chun-soo, a midfielder or winger for the Korean national team, and then Luis Figo, who played on the wing for Portugal.
You made the point about the midfielders being sort of a toss-up, and I think we've seen from Seedorf, having Seedorf on the defensive team has really been the difference between the two sides. His up and down, his shooting, his passing has been excellent all the way through the first half.
Yeah, he has been brilliant, stringing everything together, and Perlo behind him still has that touch, the vision and the passing. We've got Arsenal fans on the stream there, I see. I'm happy to see that. Many of our Korean listeners on the chat as well know me as the Arsenal fan with the loudest mouth here in Korea, where there are millions of Tottenham fans thanks to Son Min. We are doing this in English. Armchair Arsenal fan, both, Paul, both. Yeah, Paul Carver sitting next to me, a long-time FC Seoul fan. That's their home crowd that we're broadcasting from, this ground. Kim Byung-ji in goal for FC Spear, so we didn't make the attacking team have an attacker in goal. Shevchenko to kick off. Lajos, the famous Spanish referee, brought over for this game as well.
Not brandished any cards yet, which is disappointing.
The crowd getting back up for things. Park Chu-ho has come out in Shield United's team. A player for the Korean national team, for Borussia Dortmund, FC Basel, Mainz as well. And we get underway with the fireworks. Shevchenko kicks us off. FC Spear really need to get the first goal to make things more interesting. Fellaini playing at the back. Thierry Henry left back. Dimitar Berbatov still playing centre back. Eden Hazard, we haven't seen much from him.
Just one change at half-time.
It looks like it. Eden Hazard out to Didier Drogba, chested it beautifully to Andrei Shevchenko. Tevez, but there's just too many defenders. They're making it ever so difficult for FC Spear to pierce through their shields. Here we go. Eden Hazard out to Thierry Henry.
Can you get the cross in?
He's in his favoured position there. Shevchenko with a header and he's missed the target. That was a difficult chance.
You can see that the Shield still fear Thierry Henry. They sent 3 defenders out to deal with him, which left space in the middle for Shevchenko to get in a header in.
And he made the most of it, making a darting run to the front post, but that header was wide of the target.
But Spear coming out with a lot of intent to start this second half.
Just got underway. Second half of the Nexon Icons Match here in Seoul, South Korea. Nexon made this possible thanks to their funding, getting all these players together. And Cam and Jam travelling the world to sign up all these stars onto these 2 teams. A team full of attackers in black, FC Spear, versus a team full of defenders, Shield United in white, shooting from left to right. Adilson, a legend here in Korea from his time in the K-League, playing for FC Seoul. Got Ricardo Carvalho up to Adilson. Oh, is it Seedorf? Oh, a bit of a foul there, but not called.
Given.
La Hoz is letting things flow in this friendly match. Eden Hazard out to Andrei Shevchenko. What a shot he had on him in his Milan days. Back to Thierry Henry, operating from his favoured left-hand side. Diogo Forlan has joined the action. What a free kick he had with the Giuliani ball. Thierry making a run, but there's just so many defenders, a wall of white greeting him every time. It does seem like they're taking this very seriously. The team of defenders want to show that defenders are more valuable than attackers. Clarence Seedorf with the ball. Bringing it back to John Arno Riise, playing left back.
Is it Rivaldo that's gone off for Forlan?
It does seem that way. I can't spot Rivaldo, who is today's oldest legend at the age of 53. Eden Hazard, 2 decades his junior, the youngest member, with a whole remit of players who have just retired to those that have been out of the game for around 15 years. Thierry Henry with a cheeky little black heel. Eden Hazard picked it up, but there are just so many white Shield United players there. They are defending as a team, truly.
Their midfield is playing so deep. It's effectively 8 defenders and then 1 or 2 up front.
It seems like their interview videos are proving correct. Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic both saying the defenders will come out on top. The teamwork would be unbeatable. Puyol taking this game particularly seriously. Oh, just a stray pass goes out of touch. That's a goal kick. FC Spear with the keeper Kim Byung-ji, a legend from Korea, record K-League appearance holder, famous for dribbling out with the ball, hence he's on the attackers team.
I believe if you look at his stats, he's actually scored 3 career goals.
Kim Byung-ji.
Kim Byung-ji as a goalkeeper.
Not quite up there with Chilavert, the Paraguayan, but still.
Better than most.
Thierry Henry's picked it up on the left wing, interchanging with Kaká there. Diego Forlan making a run for it, but we've got again Carvalho just waiting for him, reading the pass. Puyol kicks it out, but Kaká's picked it up. A bit of sustained pressure for FC Spear now. But with this sheer number of defenders on the edge of the box, it's proving very difficult. Michael Owen's on the pitch. England's youngest goal scorer, the last English winner of the Ballon d'Or.
Ooh.
A bit of pressure there. The first time volley. Shevchenko's picked up on the edge. It's blocked by another defender. Carlos Tevez, number 32 today.
I guess Louis Figo must have gone off for Owen.
Again, one of the older members, one of the elder statesmen of the team, Luis Figo off. Michael Owen had the unenviable honour of getting the least number of boards broken in the power shooting challenge yesterday. Thierry Henry picks it up on the corner of the box. It's out to Kaka. He's got a bit of time and space. He's curled one in, and it's just
wide
gone
of the post.
far of Edwin van der Sar's left-hand post. Del Piero was substituted in the first half. Kaka just a whisker away there of the target. He's not happy with himself. We do have a delay on the audio. The audio is coming to you live from the stadium through our microphones, so your pictures are slightly behind. Vidic coming off for Korean legend Lee Young-pyo, part of that 2002 South Korea team that got to the semi-finals here. Mascherano. Back to, looks like Bonucci maybe playing at the back there. Adilson picking up the ball. Passing it out to Mascherano. Through ball now. Is he offside? Nope. Carvalho's onside. He's got acres of space.
2 men to reach.
He plays it to the back. And that's Lee Young-pyo in his favoured left position. Is he going to take a shot? Nope.
No.
Berbatov's back. Fellaini's back. But he's got the ball back to a teammate. Lee Young-pyo in top condition. He is an avid runner here in Korea. Mascherano with the ball, gets tackled, and it's corner to Shields United.
Again, we see that when Shield come on the attack, the Spear defence is 3 people, whereas when Spear are attacking, they're facing a wall of 7 or 8 white shirts to get past.
There is a difference in organisation that we can see. Settling the debate, are they, today? Defenders versus attackers. Shields United against FC Spear. It's still 2-0 as we head into the 8th minute. Didier Drogba's leading a break here. It's 3-on-2. Drogba's on the ball. He's passed it out there. Azad, Shevchenko. It's a tight angle. And Drogba's got a bit of space. And it's gone wide.
Just put it wide of the...
It's a goal kick.
There's a couple of good chances that Spear have had to start this second half. I feel a goal might not be too far away.
They need it. They need it. It's 2-0. But the bodies that Shield United keep on getting back.
That's a corner.
Oh, it is a corner. It's been played in. Kaka with a cross. A header, but Van der Sar's caught that one easily from Didier Drogba. Drogba, the captain of FC Spear today, playing under the guidance of Thierry Henry, who's still playing. I believe Cannavaro's still on the pitch as well, the manager of Shield United, the only Ballon d'Or winner on that team. Addy, he's passed it through to Mascherano, who has Seydorf in attendance, has Park Joo-ho. He scored a goal!
3-0, game over.
Or is it? There's still 35 minutes to play. Park Joo-ho, member of the Korea national team.
I mean, Shield have been clinical. Pretty much every time they get a good chance, they score.
Jam is speechless. Park Ji-sung, the assistant manager, is not looking happy either. This isn't how it's meant to go. What a ball there from Addy. And Mascherano picked out Clarence Seydorf, unselfishly cut it back, and Park Joo-ho left-footed, Kim Byung-ji, no mercy, left on his bottom. 3-0.
The Spear defence looking for offside, but the linesman flag didn't save them.
Yep, in the words of Rio Ferdinand, attackers are lazy. Is that proving to be true?
Someone asking who scored the first 2 goals. The first goal was scored by Yaya Toure.
Set up by Seydorf.
After about 10 minutes. And then Clarence Seydorf scored with a long lob. long distance lob in about 25 minutes.
Yeah, you could put that down to a mistake from Kim Byung-ji. Thierry Henry slipping there and losing the ball. Addy picking up the ball on the right. Risa letting it run. Pirlo with a through ball. Is it offside? Oh, it's been cut out, luckily, for FC Spear there. You're watching this absolutely unbelievable Nexon Icons match. All attackers in black, all defenders in white, and the defenders are winning 3-0. Taking place here in Seoul, South Korea. And you can see the defenders really giving it their all in the challenge. Didier with a wry smile there. Mascherano not taking any prisoners. Addy spreads it out wide to Puyol, who's playing on the left now. John Anarise, slightly higher up the field. Is that Park Ju-ho, Lee Yong-pyo, the two Koreans combining. A few Koreans in the team, legends in their own right, of course. All but one have represented their nation. Substitute goalie Im Min-hyuk the exception.
All key parts of the team that got to the 2002 World Cup semi-finals.
Yep, apart from Park Ju-ho, who's only recently retired, the scorer of the goal before that. Great first touch there from Lee Yong-pyo. Oh, it's a nice ball through, but is it offside? The flag has not gone up. We haven't seen a single offside the whole game. That's maybe been the biggest difference. Dimitar Berbatov playing very well at the back. Thierry Henry, Eden Hazard, who really did shine in that Qatar match for hope. We're yet to see his spark today. But FC Spear attacking in numbers. Kaka, Drogba, cut out by Carvalho. We've got Lee Chun-soo coming on for Dimitar Berbatov. Not sure if he's going to be a like-for-like replacement in defence. We saw that celebration yesterday when he was the only scorer in the 1v1 challenge. Spear are attacking. Forlan. His shot's gone high over the bar.
As my mum would say, high, wide and handsome.
Well, Diego Forlan certainly is the latter. What a career he had in Spain, Atletico Madrid. Lee Chun-soo did represent a few European teams, you're right. Mateus Lee saying Real Sociedad, I believe Numancia as well as one or two others. Was a member of the 2002 and 2006 World Cup teams and scored a free kick in the latter there, I believe.
Yeah, the interesting thing is originally he was tapped to go to Southampton and then he ended up at Real Sociedad instead.
He's taken a wrong turn somewhere there, Paul.
Or a right turn, depending on where you come from.
Thierry Henry putting it through. The defenders looking in great condition. Bonucci, after all, only retired recently as well after that stint in Germany, I believe. Got Addy picking up the ball for Shield United, making a run down the right-hand side. John Anarise. His long pass cut out. And Fellaini picks it up at the back. But Mascherano chomping at the bit there. Cuts it out. Passes it on to Seydorf, I believe. And on the left-hand side of the pitch, that's Lee Yong-pyo. Or the number 10 for Korea in the 2002 World Cup, despite being a fullback. Pirlo with some fancy footwork. Fellaini, though. Lee Chun-soo now on the ball. Fresh legs for FC Spear. Kaka's on it now. They need something. A goal. A chance. Lee Chun-soo's picked up the ball. Addy's clapping him. Is he taunting him? Saying you're not getting past. Kaka's got the ball. It's competitive, this game. The Shield defenders really not letting up. And Park Ju-ho brings it out. Lee Yong-pyo on the ball now. FC Spear really need a goal. I'm wondering what Jam is thinking. Cam must be loving it. 3-0 up. Jam will never live this down. Kaka taking on Pirlo.
Looks like An Jung-hwan's getting ready to come on for spear.
Another legend of 2002 scored the goal that knocked out Italy. I believe the only golden goal actually scored in World Cup history.
It looks like Shield are preparing to change their goalkeeper.
Im Min-hyuk, famous for his retirement post on social media, saying it was an honour and a pleasure to have been a professional footballer, despite not being a famous one here in Korea. The ball goes out of play for these two Koreans to enter the field of play. It's Thierry Henry being replaced by An Jung-hwan, number 19.
Thierry Henry's put in a shift today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been up and down. No end product, unfortunately. And now he can concentrate on managing, perhaps, giving his assistant coach Park Ji-sung a high five. An Jung-hwan failed to score in the 1v1 yesterday. Him and Lee Chun-soo, teammates from 2002-2006, known as the Lord of the Rings for his kissing of his ring celebration. Im Min-hyuk, what a moment for him, playing amongst these legends. Fabio Cannavaro on the touchline with Rio Ferdinand. Cam's down there as well.
Van der Sar's another one who's on the older side, 53 years old, so...
My oh my, he's still got the saves in him though. Lee Young-pyo on the left-hand side, up against Michael Owen. Never thought I'd see that. Lee Young-pyo famous for taking on Cafu with a couple of step overs in his heyday. And he took it past Michael Owen and came all the way back. Now Didier Drogba, dispossessed, FC Spear on the ball, Tevez with a good through ball. They need something, but again, Shield United back in numbers. That looked like a foul.
He's flattened
Loz
him.
has blown the whistle.
Disgraceful channel.
Hazard on the floor. Is it a yellow card? Looks like he's reaching for his pocket. Lahoz. Got about 30 minutes left. 3 goals behind. It's doable. FC Spear, this team of attackers, I'm sure have had their fair share of late goals. Eden Hazard stepping over the ball. The youngest member out there today, wearing his number 10, whips it in. It's headed clear by John Arnarise. Back to Eden Hazard, who whips it in again, and it's out for a throw. Getting past the head of these defenders seems a tough challenge for FC Spear. Got a corner kick now for FC Spear. Bit of play. It's broken 3 to Fellaini, who can't get it past Mascherano. Handball is the call.
Handball there.
And it's waved away. Waved away. Park Ji-ho playing with some amazing legends today. I'm sure this will be a moment for him to remember as well. Ricardo Carvalho. Adilson of FC Seoul fame. Clarence Seedorf, the first player to win the Champions League with 3 different teams. 1-2 with John Arnarise. Young-pyo making a run. Clarence Seedorf over here. At least FC Spear are back in numbers this time, but they're not tracking back in the middle there. They've got the ball. I believe it's Carlos Tevez. But again, they're outnumbered straight away by Shield United. Eden Hazard. Young-pyo directing the play. Hazard on the ball.
Committing too many men forward each time, aren't they? Leaving themselves thinly spread at the back.
It does seem that way. A long ball there. Kaka's got it. Is that An Jung-hwan playing at the back? It is interesting to see all these attackers in defending positions. An Jung-hwan's made a run forward. Can he repeat his 2002 glory? It's gone out for a corner kick. They need to make something of this. Didier Drogba, the captain. Kim Yong-dae. Yong-dae-sa.
Yeah, Van der Sar back on the pitch, or Desar.
An FC Seoul player in his heyday, coming on for Kim Byung-ji. Both part of the Korean squad at the same time in the early 2000s as well. Pair of safe hands. Corner's been taken. Kaká's on the ball on the edge of the area. He's seen a lot of the ball. I think he's asking for more movement. And Jong-hwan, he's way out where, lining up to shoot. But his shot is a bit tame.
Got to beat the first man. You've always got to beat the first man.
Otherwise, you've not got a chance. Oh, we've got some play on the edge of the box now. Kaká taking on Adilson, stepping up the tempo. Ooh. And a good save from Im Min-hyuk. He can now tell his grandkids he saved a shot from Ballon d'Or winner Kaká, having sat on the bench for most of his career in the K-League. Unlucky. That's the closest they've come. It was Lee Chun-soo with a shot from about 40 yards.
Ambitious to say the least.
Another corner. They're piling on the pressure at least, FC Spear. Didier Drogba takes it. He's gone long. Im Min-hyuk has punched it out for another corner on the other side. It's 3-0 to Shield United. The team of defenders against FC Spear have taken the corner. It's fallen to Fellaini, but again, a sea of white shirts has led to it being cleared. Fellaini jumping over, but he's got the free kick. We hope he's okay. I think it was Mascherano behind him, who's smiling, but he does look like he's had the wind knocked out of him.
We've got a body cam on now.
Once again, this is the Nexon Icons Match, organised by Shoot for Love at a jam-packed Seoul World Cup stadium. Fellaini jumping almost onto Mascherano's head there. But the free kick seems to have gone his way. Oof. That's going to hurt in the morning when you're 40 plus years old. 22 minutes gone in the second half, as you can see from the Korean clock timer. That's how they do it on Korean TV. So we have about 23 minutes remaining of the game. 3-0 to Shield United. It's a long way out, but Didier Drogba looks to be winding up. Got a slight delay on the visuals. He's gone for the shot, and Im Min-hyuk has saved quite comfortably.
By the keeper in the end.
Apologies once again for the delay with the images compared to the sound. We're here live in the studio, so you're picking that up through our microphones, but we are seeing the same images as you. Azad's hit it early, Puyol's cleared it out. I'll be mighty impressed if some of these players last the whole 90 minutes. Seedorf on the attack. Addy. It's a 4-on-3 situation. FC Spear not too bothered about getting back, it seems. Lee Young-pyo. Clarence Seedorf. Pirlo on the ball. They're outnumbering FC Spear.
It's like FC Spear spent themselves off defensively. Like, it doesn't matter how many goals you score, we'll score one more.
Yeah.
But it's not working out for them.
So far, no. Seedorf into Lee Young-pyo. On the edge of the FC Spear box. Shevchenko coming back to defend. Carvalho. Seedorf. The names coming out of my mouth, even I can't quite believe, here in the Seoul World Cup Stadium. Puyol playing at the left at the moment, at the back of a 3 for Shield United, who look very organised, very composed. The shape of FC Spear seems 1 up top, 3 behind, 3 behind and 3. So a 3-3-3-1. Whereas you can quite clearly see from Shield, it's 3, 1 defensive midfielder, 5 and then 1. An official attendance today of 64,200 people at the Seoul World Cup Stadium for this Legends match. Nexon Icons Match, organised by Shoot for Love. What an attendance, Paul.
64,000 is a crowd that isn't often seen here. About more than double what we get for an average K-League game, so hopefully they'll all go home happy having seen all these legends playing.
Absolutely. You might see it for the national team, but for any FC Seoul games, bar one or two like Jesse Lingard's early games, it's very hard to see more than 20, 30,000 fans here. As Shield United break away, and Kim Young-dae saves from an Lee Yong-pyo shot, wearing his number 12. I believe that was his shirt at Tottenham Hotspurs. FC Spear, the team of attackers, will they finish the game with no goals?
They wouldn't want to do that. They'd never hear the end of it from Rio.
Rio will probably make a brand new YouTube channel and podcast based on this victory, I'm sure.
He will crucify them if they don't score at least one.
We've got Carlos Tevez breaking away. A bit of energy is what's required from FC Spear. Eden Hazard, Andrei Shevchenko, back to Hazard, but more defenders. Hazard looks a bit forlorn. He was very happy to hear Thierry Henry's comments and compliments in the Shoot for Love interview video and signing video. Check it out on the global channel. Thierry Henry picking him out as the key player for the team. Got An Jong-hwan, Lee Chun-soo. Two Korean legends from 2002, building up the play. An Jong-hwan with his left foot out to Diego Forlan. Out to Kaka. Back to Forlan. Forlan with a step over. He's tricked Mascherano there with a great ball in, and it's gone out. No, it's rescued. Not a corner. Addy breaking away from his man. When did Addy retire? He still looks very fit and full of energy.
He must have retired a year or two before Corona.
Okay. Well, that's a good 4 or 5 years ago, but he's still got lots of legs on him, running up and down the field today. Michael Owen at right back. Haven't seen too much of him. He's coming up on the right wing now. He had his injury issues even during his career. Be nice for him to get on the score sheet. Lee Chun-soo and Jong-hwan switching the play in a nice way to Kaka, who gets it to Drogba in front of the keeper. A slide tackle from Carvalho. He is not wanting to let them through. It seems like Shield United are fighting for a clean sheet with their lives. Replay. What a great ball from An Jong-hwan. FC Spear again. Lee Chun-soo with a long shot. Oh, just wide of the right-hand side of the goalkeeper's post there. The eternal debate looks to be done and dusted at this stage of the game with Shield United, headed by Fabio Cannavaro and Lee Yong-pyo as assistant manager, and Cam as team manager, leading 3-0 against FC Spear with Thierry Henry, Park Ji-sung, and Jam, who may never be able to show his face on the channel again. Who knows?
I guess a lot of the strikers rely on having that extra yard of pace to zip through the defensive line. And when you get, as you age, the pace is the first thing to go, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The defenders still have their strength and their kind of nous. But once you've lost that pace, it's very difficult to break through.
All right, Kaka's on the left-hand side here, breaking through. Diego Forlan. He's smashed it with his left foot and it's gone over the bar. That was unfortunate. Great play between him and Kaka. Played well in that 2010 World Cup run that Uruguay had, knocking out South Korea, in fact, on the way. But over the bar there. Nice technique. See the FC Online on the shirts. That's the game run in this region by Nexon, who have brought us this game. That's Kim Namil, defensive midfielder, linchpin of the 2002 World Cup team.
Very much a terrier type player. Dive in there, break up the attacks.
Claude Makalele. Not really favoured before Gus Hiddink came to the position of career manager in 2002. And then indispensable, got a lot of commercial deals off of his success and popularity from 2002. And was injured in the quarter-final, missing out on the semis where Korea lost to Germany 1-0. Michael Ballack towards the end of that game. A no-look pass from Pirlo with his left foot to Lee Yong-pyo was just short. Here comes Kim Nam-il. Last 15 minutes. Remember, if the game is a tie, it goes straight to penalties. Pirlo's coming off for Kim Nam-il. Number 55. Here the chance for Kim Nam-il. It's 3-0 now. Park Ju-ho, Kim Nam-il, Lee Yong-pyo, the Korean legends playing for Shield United, in addition to the goalkeeper, Im Min-hyuk. We got Kaká now on the left-hand side. He's been busy. Kim Nam-il's won the ball there. Oh, a bit of beautiful skill in the middle of the park. Was that Park Ju-ho? Appearing so. And Tevez just clipping his ankles. It's a free kick to Shield United. Rio Ferdinand did go off early in the first half. It appeared to me to be an injury. He was playing in midfield for the longest time. We've got Clarence Seedorf. He's in on goal. And he's jumped the goalkeeper, Kim Young-dae, who saved it there. Going for his second goal. It looks like the defenders really want to rub it in the wounds of FC Spear. It's got to be said that attackers do get the limelight. They do get the big contracts. So maybe the defenders are proving today it's not how it should be.
Going to have a sheer huge paradigm shift in modern football.
Off the back of this game. Here we are. Carlos Tevez injecting some energy. He's played the whole game and he's still full of running. Shevchenko, but again, it's cut out by Shield United and they've got a 2-on-1 break. John Onarise on the left-hand side is 3-on-1. It's Mascherano. He's fallen. And Seedorf. He's just run out of steam. Rio Cannavaro blowing his whistle, it looks like, telling Mascherano, you're out.
He's going to get hooked.
Rio and Vidic look like they're having fun. Their team is 3-0 up after all.
Ooh, that was a good save by Kim Young-dae.
Kaká's picked up the ball. FC Spear really needs something now. On Rio Ferdinand's YouTube, it has been revealed that, yeah, he injured his calf in warming up, and that's why he could hardly play today. Such a shame. But Rio, Shield United have not missed you. It's 3-0. As captain, though, I'm sure you've inspired them. It's Diego Forlan. From the edge of the 6-yard box, he's put that high and wide, unfortunately. A hug for Ricardo Carvalho.
I mean, that is always a risk once you get into your 40s and 50s, right? That you can easily tweak things, pull things, twist things.
Absolutely. The temperatures here in Seoul have really fallen since yesterday afternoon. It's about 12 degrees, I believe, 13 degrees now. And that's why Rio was playing in midfield from the kickoff, not where he was listed down and not really moving well. He's apologised to the fans on our stream on Shoot for Love as well. What a nice gesture. Mascherano. Are they going to make it 4? Seedorf. Back to Mascherano.
Out to Addy. Back to Carvalho. Back to Addy. They're just toying them with them now, aren't they?
With a 3-goal cushion, they're in no rush. Got Seedorf on the ball. He's taking the ball into the area. Is he going to make it 4? He's gone one way, gone the other. He's flicked it through, and it's in from Mascherano, taking it around Kim Young-dae. Look at that smile on his face. He's still loving scoring a goal now.
That was a quality goal.
Well worked from Seedorf, who has to be in contention for man of the match. Jam with a look of disbelief. Thierry Henry cannot do anything but laugh. And Park Ji-sung, assistant manager today, looking on at the 4-0 scoreline. But what a ball from Seedorf. What a run from Mascherano. And tight angle in the far side. It's all over, surely, Paul.
I think it is all over now, 4-0. A bit disappointed at Spear, haven't put up more of a fight. But I think it goes back to what I was saying, that loss of pace for people like Michael Owen or Forlan is just, it's more.
It's fatal, it seems. And the defenders are going to have bragging rights for years. Unless we make this an annual thing.
They'll be back, and they'll rejig their tactics and figure out what they need to do to overcome the defenders.
Thierry Henry famously on the Shoot for Love interview video saying that everyone wants to be an attacker, starts out as a number 10, you fall back on defending. Well, it seems like the defenders fell back on the right position.
I think there's very few cases of people going the other way, right?
That's
starting
very
defence
true.
and going forward. I can think one or two, but
trying his best to work some magic. Diego Forlan, a ball into the box, but again headed away by Shields United. Mascherano. And we've got a delay on the feed here, but if you can hear that roar in the stadium, there is a big surprise. Park Ji-sung about to appear on the pitch. He was said to be finished with his playing career, even in friendly matches, due to the condition of his knees, which cut his career short. He hasn't played for years, so the Korean fans, in disbelief.
Is he going to come on and score 5 goals and turn it around?
I think even if he touches the ball, 3 Lung Park, it's going to send shivers. There will be tears shed, I can tell you that. Mascherano on the ball. Out to Lee Young-pyo. Cuts back in onto his right. Was an inverted fullback of sorts before inverted fullbacks were a thing, playing as a left back with a right foot favoured. Park Ju-ho clips it out to Mascherano onto his chest. Left hand side of the box. Puts it in. We've got, is that Lee Chun-soo? Lee Chun-soo breaking away. Got Carlos Tevez. Shevchenko. Oh, Bonucci's missed it. Shevchenko. Oh, it's a penalty. Im Min-hyuk. Im Min-hyuk. These days, that's not a red card, is it? Double jeopardy, they say. So he's booked.
Surely a yellow.
But it's a yellow card. No VAR. Addy calling for that. Shevchenko's won a penalty. Will Park Ji-sung come on and be the hero?
Take the first touch. Be taking the penalty.
Bad mistake there from Bonucci, but Shevchenko clear on goal. Flummoxed the goalkeeper with his trademark cut in on his right. Great play from Shevchenko. Im Min-hyuk couldn't get out the way. We got a penalty kick. Could this be the goal that FC Spear need? There's only 6 minutes left.
And
a round of applause.
Way for Park Ji-sung.
What a substitution. Legend An Jong-hwan. Legend Park Ji-sung. Undoubtedly the most decorated Korean player of all time in terms of European honours. Look at the JS Park shirts. Number 13. Man
like
United legend.
Forward.
He's going to take the penalty. If he misses, I would not like to be in his shoes. Edwin van der Sar giving him a hug from the Man United days. Come on, Park. Everyone in this stadium wanting him to score. With the audio delay, you might know the result before you see it on screen, but we'll keep it under wraps. Park Ji-sung steps up. Im Min-hyuk in goal. If he saves it, he might become a villain, but Park Ji-sung down the middle and in! Park Ji-sung.
Finally, Spear on the board. The comeback begins now.
5 minutes, 4 goals.
It's
doable.
It's possible.
3 for a draw.
This is where.
Well, we have fans in tears now, literally in tears, to see Park Ji-sung play again. Him and Tevez, firm friends. Patrice Evra, the other of the trio, on Korean TV together as well. Park Ji-sung down the middle. Lee Min-young nearly saved it with his leg. Maybe thought twice, thanks to the Korean fans here who would be baying for his blood.
Yeah.
But 4-1, Shield United have conceded a goal.
He'd have been the most unpopular person in Korea if he'd have saved that.
Park Ji-sung on a football field. The legends are one thing, but to us Koreans here in Seoul, that is the highlight of these 2 days of the Nexon Icons Match, organised by Shoot for Love. We had the event matches yesterday, which were really good fun, breaking the boards in the power shooting, the one-on-one, where Lee Chun-soo got a bit of glory, scoring the only goal, Del Piero scoring the only free kick. But today, seeing Park Ji-sung score that penalty, no matter how much of a consolation that is.
Of course, Park Ji-sung never played in the K-League. He signed straight into the J-League in Japan and then over to Europe after the World Cup.
Lee Chun-soo dragging back Mascherano there, playing the pantomime villain. Lahoz trying to give him a friendly word. Got Park Ji-sung, the camera on him. Everyone wants to see what he can do. Grabbing Mascherano by the arm. We saw William Saliba sent off for that yesterday in the Premier League.
Mascherano's been through the wars tonight, hasn't he?
Fellaini jumping all over him. John Arisa with his left foot. The camera coming right down there to take a close-up of him. Risa. Great save from Kim Yong-dae. Tevez on the break. Hazard. Puyol is back like a dog. Hazard's picked it up again. Shevchenko there with him. We've got Drogba leaving it for no one. Miscommunication.
Tiredness creeping in now, perhaps.
Drogba looking likely to last the whole 90 minutes alongside Hazard. Lee Chun-soo just couldn't make up the ground there. Where is Park Ji-sung slotting in here? At the back at central defence. Had an eye for goal during his Man U days as well.
Does he not know that's like the position that requires the most running for Spear?
There's a break in play here. John Arisa. He's gone for a lob. And it's saved. What Kim Byung-ji couldn't do in the first half, Kim Yong-dae could in the second.
I guess those sort of 5 to 10 years of age difference really key to being able to pick up that lob or not.
Great effort from John Arisa. Carlos Puyol flying in with the tackles earlier. Pirlo coming back on for Mascherano, who has played the whole game.
Pirlo only went off for about 5 minutes, didn't he?
Mascherano, he'll be glad to have gotten his goal.
People wanted to see the rematch of Park Ji-sung and Pirlo at the World Cup.
Maybe
Park
that's
Ji-sung
why.
Dancing past Pirlo and being one of the few people to completely embarrass him.
And then in the Champions League game, AC Milan against Manchester United, he completely marked him out of the game to the point where Park Ji-sung was in Pirlo's autobiography, I believe. Lee Young-pyo on the left-hand side. And it's ended up behind the net there, it seems. A save from Kim Yong-dae.
Came off his thigh, did it?
Michael Owen diligently defending, but was flummoxed by Young-pyo. Got some Dortmund fans in the house. Park Ji-ho, having played there. Young-pyo, I believe, as well. And that's it. The final whistle has been blown. It's ended 4-1 1. Shield United coming out on top. A team full of defenders, headed up by Fabio Cannavaro, against a team full of attackers, FC Spear. But a big storyline. Park Ji-sung plays for the first time in years, scores with his first touch.
Does what no one else on the Spear team could do, and restores, I guess, a modicum of pride.
Well, I'm sure if Shield United had kept a clean sheet as well, they would have never lived it down. Spear, FC Spear. It was a gallant effort, but I believe the defenders, Shield United, were a cut above in terms of their competitiveness, their teamwork as well.
And their fitness. The fitness looks slightly better for Shield, right?
Wow. But what a match. What a match we've seen today. The lineup of legends is one thing, but seeing just who comes out on top between defenders and attackers, round 1 to defenders, I hope we see this again.
So right now you just saw they were carving or etching the name on the trophy, the name Shield.
It was a beautiful trophy earlier on.
And then we're expected to have an interview with whoever the man of the match is. Who is the man of the match for you?
I don't think you can look much further than Clarence Seedorf. He was all over the place, assists and goals galore today.
I would agree with you. Clarence Seedorf, Puyol with an outside chance, but Seedorf got the goal, so for me it's Seedorf.
He was the biggest complaint from the FC Spear team, saying, with over 100 goals, surely he cannot be put in the defenders team. A great night for some Korean legends as well, mixing in with these worldwide superstars. All made possible thanks to Nexon, the game company out here in Korea, running the FC Online and FC Mobile games. Organised by Shoot for Love, Jam and Cam, the two brains behind the operation as well, going round the world to clinch the signatures of some of the top players the game has ever seen. And Jong-hwan, Michael Owen, legends from 2002. The World Cup taking place here. And we had on the pitch there Michael Owen and Park Ji-sung, the only two scorers in the game that England and Korea have played. That was in the build-up to the 2002 World Cup in Jeju. A 1-1 draw. Korea going on to the semi-finals. England getting knocked out in the quarter-finals to Brazil.
22 years ago now. Gosh.
Hence, you can't be disappointed with what you've seen today. These legends, some of them in their 50s. We saw Yaya Toure get the goals started. Clarence Seedorf flummoxing Kim Byung-ji, who thought was going over, with a long-range lob. And then Park Ju-ho, the Korean goal scorer for Shield United, and Javier Mascherano rounding things off, 4-0. And then the consolation goal, a meaningful one though, the Park Ji-sung penalty. What a moment for him and the Korean fans.
Couldn't have been scripted any better, could it?
And with one of his best friends on the pitch, Carlos Tevez, what a moment for him. We are receiving our pictures here from MBC, the Korean TV channel, and so we are not entirely sure when it will cut out. We hope to get words from Man of the Match, the trophy presentation, and also a trophy smashing of sorts. The losing team moniker will be smashed by the other team under the theme of Spears versus Shields. This has been your English commentary for the Shoot for Love Global channel. Thanks to all of the Korean subscribers who are watching on board as well. But, yeah, that's why this has been on in English. We're here on this chilly night here in Seoul, South Korea at the Seoul World Cup Stadium in Sangam. We had an attendance of 64,000 for this Nexon Icons Match organised by Shoot for Love. bankrolled by the own Korean version of Florentino Perez, Park Jong-moo. I've been your host and commentator, Peter Bint, alongside me, Paul Carver. What did you think of the match, Paul?
It's certainly been a privilege to be able to watch all these legends playing. I thought it would be more even, to be honest. I'm quite surprised that Shield managed to get 4 goals. But again, I think ultimately attackers do depend on having that little bit extra speed, and that's the first thing that goes when you age. So maybe on reflection, it would be easier for Shield to keep Spear out.
Yeah, to be honest, in the Shoot for Love interview videos with all of the players, even the attackers said in small-sided games, attack versus defenders, the defenders would usually come out on top. And we've seen that when you scale that up, it's still the case.
You think if they repeat this game at some point in the future, Spear could come up with some tactics that would be able to get past Shield?
I think they need some more teamwork in place, so maybe getting a few combinations of players who play together, a bit like Shield had with some of their Barcelona combinations like Puyol and Mascherano. Right. Vidic and Ferdinand didn't play together for too long, but they had Van der Sar behind them as well. It seems that relying on attacking talent, mercurial talent, and there was a lot of that on show today, is just not enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much time each team had to practice together, but it was obvious watching the game that Shield were far more organised as a whole. They had a very set defensive line which kept formation with each other. They were able to play an offside line when necessary, whereas every time Shield came on the counter-attack, it was really 1 or 2 Spear defenders who were left trying to deal with multiple Shield attackers. And they were overwhelmed time and time again.
But I'm sure all the fans, certainly ourselves and the players involved as well, all had a great time watching this extravaganza of legendary talent on one pitch. I cannot remember a Legends or even charity game with this kind of lineup. Just to remind you some of the names. Ballon d'Or winners galore on the FC Spear side of things. We had Luis Figo. We had Thierry Henry, Kaká, Del Piero, Rivaldo, Eden Hazard, who, after watching him in the Match for Hope in Qatar earlier this year, we're expecting some more for him. But the Shield United organisational defensive unit was just so hard to pierce.
They had him in his pocket for the whole game, basically. Because everyone was expecting Eden Hazard, substantially younger than most of the players on the pitch, so surely substantially making a lot more pace than anyone else. But he just couldn't get past, he couldn't get through. Whatever he did, he was blocked by a solid wall of white.
It was great defensive organisation, but you can see the Korean fans dressed in their uniforms from the Premier League, Serie A, the Bundesliga. They've enjoyed this festivity. The players, it looks like it meant something to them. The losing team looking glum. The winners looking like they're on top of the world.
It is exactly like a cup final, right?
No.
The whole kind of have to watch the trophy ceremony even though we just lost. Have to stay there with good graces.
I'm assuming most of the players will be spending the night in Korea, maybe a couple of late flights leaving from Incheon tonight, but they'll have a chance to reflect. I'm sure they'll all be bonding over breakfast as well, and just thankful for the experience of seeing one another. I was looking at the players' Instagrams this morning and yesterday, and just getting to hang out again, having retired in some cases 15 years ago, is such an opportunity for a lot of these players as well. Here's the trophy presentation. Cam looking very smug there. 4-1 winners. His team, Captain Rio Ferdinand, assistant coach Lee Young-pyo. Yaya Toure. He seemed to be clutching his thigh or hamstring when he went off, but scored the first goal tonight. That's Park Jong-moo handing Rio Ferdinand the trophy. But they're going to lift up now. Yes! The fireworks go out. It's rolling back the years, yeah. Those Champions Leagues, those Premier Leagues, but the first ever Icons Match trophy they've ever won. Seedorf. Look at their name inscribed on the trophy. Yaya is happy. posing for the pictures. Fabio Cannavaro. What a moment for these guys as well. Taking the selfie. When some of these guys were playing, I don't think selfies was even invented.
And these guys aren't getting any younger, right? So some of the older ones we might never see play again. Obviously,
that is true.
Some of them will be able to play for these kind of games for a couple more years yet, but Rivaldo, Cannavaro, they won't be able to play for much longer.
That's very true. And watching the game tonight, you know, it makes me wonder what would have happened on a smaller pitch. Just covering the ground on a full-size pitch is just really tough, hard work. But well done to Shield United, proving, for the time being at least, that defenders build the team. Defenders win your titles.
Attackers have been drinking too much champagne.
I think one of the quotes from the Shoot for Love interview videos was also that, yeah, attackers will sell you tickets and newspapers, but defenders will bring you home trophies. And there we are, all together. Jam not looking too downtrodden. The team of attackers, all in their coats. They did their best. They got their goal. It was a great spectacle. 4-1, final score. Our spear, Thierry Henry, Rivaldo. What a treat to see Thierry on the pitch for so long as well.
Played, what, till midway through the second half?
Yeah, totally unexpected.
I guess. Maybe he wasn't intending to play, but when he got here, it's like, oh,
couldn't resist.
I quite fancy this.
I hope he doesn't regret it after being on the losing end there. A 64,000 capacity crowd were here to watch this event. For us here in Korea, this might be a once-in-a-lifetime thing as well. We have friendly games, of course, pre-season. But to get this number of legends all together in the same place at the same time, there's not been anything quite like this. You see the stadium split into two flags. On the one side, the white Shield United flags. On the other, the FC Spear black flags being waved in front of the players. As they say goodbye, they say thank you. The banner being held by Im Min-hyuk and Addy, very fitting as well.
So the banner says there, who's going to come for the next Icons match?
Well, we've seen in the chat today on the Shoot for Love global channel, shout-outs for Messi, Gareth Bale. Well, Gareth Bale, as someone who's retired, could well have played in this match, strictly speaking.
And Gary Hooper.
Gary Hooper, goodness gracious. I wonder if Thierry Henry was considering that before deciding on Kaká.
Yeah, in the case of Ronaldo and Messi, they have to retire first.
Yeah.
So we may see them in a few years' time. But key big names missing today. Someone like Filippo Inzaghi. Another
That'd be
Italian
nice to
legend.
see. I mean,
Dennis
the
Bergkamp.
icons, yeah, the list is endless if we're saying we can't have the same players. But I don't know. I think there may be a bit of a grudge being built up between these two teams. FC Spear will surely think, we cannot let this happen. Let the defenders grab the glory like this. I'd love to see this as an annual fixture in the football calendar here.
And you'd think that Rio would want to come back and see he was only able to play 5 to 10 minutes today because of his injury, so you'd think he wants to come back and make more of a fist of it next time.
Absolutely. That was a shame to see. What an atmosphere. The goosebumps are everywhere. You can see Beckham shirts in the crowd, Hazard shirts, Kaká shirts, Drogba shirts.
That's another name that would be worthy of gracing this pitch.
It's a bit busy with his Inter Miami winning the trophy over in the MLS, but yeah, wouldn't that be something as well? David Beckham.
Still big in Korea. I saw him on TV doing an ad for mattresses the other day. So
yeah, he does it for beer here as well, I've seen. We should just have the 2002 World Cup again. Oh, and there's Rio Ferdinand smashing the shield with his hammer in the corner of the ground, smashing the spear, I should say. Goodness gracious, he's really gone at that. Even the stand. Cam, the defenders have it. The shield mightier than the spear. Up next, are they going to smash Jam?
Are those two going to be talking tomorrow?
It may well now be Shield for Love. The channel name being changed. Cam taking over.
Maybe they get 2 separate channels from now on.
But I've really, truly enjoyed, despite being a football fan for 40 years, watching this game and the outcome of defenders versus attackers. The proof is in the pudding, watching this Icons match today.
Seeing the players do a lap of honour of the stadium and how they're being received by all the fans, it's very emotional for me.
Yeah, we've still got tens of thousands of fans here just waiting to see their heroes. Carlos Puyol, who won the Champions League and La Liga multiple times, looks like he's had an amazing time today. Look at the grass stains all over him. He was sliding about more than anyone. What a moment this must be for them as well, you know. In their heyday, the biggest superstars in the world, and still remembered, of course. But to get this kind of round of applause from the crowd, and this many fans come out and see them, I'm sure for them, it must be very touching as well.
To have your name chanted week in, week out by the fans, and then go several years without really experiencing that, to have that experience just one last time, it must be, very satisfying for them.
And everyone does look like they've had a great time here. There's Luis Figo, one of the heroes of the 2002 World Cup for Portugal, despite their early exit. Really came into the fore just as Cristiano Ronaldo was taking off, and he's now approaching the end of his career. That's just how long ago some of these players' heydays were.
Well, some of them the same age as me. Like An Jong-hwan and I were born in the same year.
Goodness gracious, Paul.
You're a bit too young to be commentating on a Legends match, Peter.
I could still be playing in the K-League.
There's that player in Japan who's still playing at the age of 55, right?
Yeah, he's fallen down the leagues a bit, but still going strong. Park Joo-ho also enjoying this, with Clarence Seedorf and Andrei Shevchenko. Berbatov showed his worth in defence, to be honest.
And he was pretty good in defence, actually.
Yeah.
He made some key interceptions, some key tackles.
He said that's where he trained a lot for Manchester United. Adi with his Brazilian countrymen Kaká and Rivaldo. He surely wouldn't have thought this day would come in his home stadium as well. What a moment for him. Thierry Henry embracing Jam. It wasn't to be. Just like the Galacticos at Real Madrid. Rivaldo throwing his shirt to the fans down below us. Kim Byung-ji throwing his gloves. What a moment for the fans as well. Didier Drogba had some nice touches, looked solid in defence, but just couldn't break away to get that goal. That's the man that made it all happen. Park Jong-moo, Korea's Florentino Perez. It has been an absolute pleasure to be able to commentate on this 2 days of the Nexon Icons matches organised by Shoot for Love. If you missed yesterday's event match, that was absolutely a barrel of laughs as well, with the 3 events we had: a one-on-one, a shooting power challenge, and then a free kick style shooting challenge. The content will, I'm sure, be uploaded onto the channel in the coming days and weeks. But watching these legends today in this match, that's been the highlight for me, Paul.
I think, yeah, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see all these players playing on the same pitch together, especially at the age they are. And I really hope this match will happen again at some time in the future.
Yes, thank you very much to Nexon, the Korean gaming company who made this happen, and Shoot for Love, Jam and Cam, really jetting all over the world to meet the players, to get their signatures, to sign them up for the team of attackers, FC Spear, headed up by Thierry Henry, assistant coach Park Ji-sung, who made his long-awaited comeback onto the field today, scoring with his first touch, the penalty kick. And then for Shield United, Fabio Cannavaro going all the way over there, Cam securing his signature, Lee Young-pyo as assistant manager. Well done, guys, well done. What a match.
And thanks to all the subscribers for tuning in and listening to us prattle on. And putting
Yes.
up with some of the technical difficulties we had all throughout the 2 days.
Yeah, thank you for that. The audio is much improved today, I'm sure you'll agree. Thank you for live streaming us as well. This was the only place you could get the official English commentary, I believe, on the internet. And look forward to the comment that will come out of this. The content, I should say.
Comment.
Yeah. The comments, some good, some bad, we'll be honest. Thank you for the Korean commenters on here as well. But this has been for the global channel, Shoot for Love. They do have 2 channels, and Shoot for Love Korea was the original. You can go back on there and watch 10 years worth of comment. A lot of the Korean people you saw today, An Jung-hwan, Lee Chun-soo, etc., have their challenges on the Shoot for Love Korean channel. Brilliant stuff. All started with that thinking that football could bring hope and love to millions, and it really has turned out that way. Yesterday we saw the donation of 100 million won to the Nexon-backed Children's Rehabilitation Hospital, given in the name of Shield United, we must say. That was their honour for winning yesterday as well.
One yesterday, one today. Defence it is.
It is. Until the next time, defenders on top. I guess there's no argument.
Were you a defender or a striker in your heyday?
I started as a striker, but as Thierry Henry said, I fell back into defending. And so, you know, we had our predictions yesterday and earlier on. The defence came out on top, and yeah, the organisation, I guess that's why there's no I in team, and football is a team sport.
I guess all the players have gone off the pitch now. Things are winding down, so I guess we'll close up here. It's been an honour and a pleasure, and I hope we'll see you again at some point in the future.
A few more comments to read here. Hazard for player of the match, says I show speak. There was a lot expected from him. Thierry Henry saying the tactic would be give Eden the ball, but it didn't work out that way. You can't rely on one player, no matter how young he is compared to the rest. But thank you for your comments there.
Someone see Edgar David.
That's a good shout as well, alongside Clarence Seedorf, maybe. The attackers retired because their body parts were broken. Well, that will do it for today for our coverage of the Nexon Icons match organised by Shoot for Love, held here in the Seoul World Cup Stadium, which is now seeing the fans filter out. It has been a pleasure, an honour to watch these players, to be able to commentate on this match as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully, see you next year, guys. It's been me, Peter Bint, and Paul Carver from Seoul, South Korea.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.